Hello, I did it audience. Glad you're here. Glad you clicked on the video. Love it if you hit the subscribe button and love it if you hit the like button. It is time. It is time to do a video on Odysseus. So we got Odysseus yesterday. I was able to level him up to level 40 and use him a little bit to kind of understand what's going on a little bit with him. And so I want to talk about the hero. I want to talk about the equipment and where he can be used in game, where he's most effective. So this is going to be broken up into two videos. So basically there's going to be a video on the beta version, which is a lower level Odysseus. So I got him on level 40 and that's where my heroes are kind of at on the beta server. Then I'll do another video that will talk about Odysseus at a much higher level. I got him at level 100. I was excited to get him to level 100. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. All right, his ability. So I was able to level his ability up to level 11. So he deals 1,108% lightning signal damage to the nearest enemy, prioritizing heroes. So he's going to hit the nearest enemy. So he's going to hit the front line. So even though he's an arrow guy, he's going to hit the front line. If he's on the front, nearest enemy is going to be basically someone in the front. If he's in back, nearest enemy is going to be someone in the front. It's just the same thing. Now he increases his attack speed by 77% for 4 seconds. So that does not boost up every level. At this level right now, it does not do a boost up, but it does boost higher. So at level 100, it's at 84%. And attack speed is very important in this, I'm finding out. Extremely important. Okay, his passive abilities deals his basic attack damage in the form of lightning damage. Now that is key. That's going to play a role, that can play a role on my main server with gear. So you're not just stuck with the Voyage gear to use with him to be effective. And then also, Scylla's ambush increases attack by 50% and speeds up his ability charge by 2 seconds. That is huge. And then Fall of Troy. This is huge. Absolutely huge. To get any hero that can help you out with Fall of Troy. I'm working on getting past level 11. Increases his attack by 25% and speeds up his ability charge by 2 seconds. So I think he's probably going to be best used on the bottom, but not sure about that. It could be used maybe in both areas and effective in both areas. I'm probably going to use him on the bottom. All right, let's talk about his equipment. Now, I'm very limited on equipment on this beta server. So if you look at it on the gear, I've only done 2 levels. So I don't have a lot of main gear to choose from for your weapon and armor. So basically my focus on there was attack and HP and defense and HP. You know, I would do actually a different approach with that. So my approach would be improving his attack solely. If you want, don't worry about his HP. Don't worry about, because in this event, he's not going to die. No one seems to ever die, hardly die. If you get a healer in there, no one's going to die. So let's go. We're going to go change this up. Base damage does no good. Defense, no. Defense. I don't want defense. I want attack. Let's get an attack percentage. Can I get an attack percentage? Can I get... Okay. Maybe they don't offer attack percentage. Let's look at these real here. There we go. There's one. There's one. We're gonna replace. I'm taking it. It is mine now. Okay, let's go here. That's HP. Attack percentage. That is defense. Well, obviously, they're always defense. So we're gonna, let's see if there's a better. Can I get another? So I would do critical damage, maybe critical chance. Attack percentage. Lots of attack percentage. Let's level up one time. We're gonna level up. Oh, auto level up for. We're gonna try to see if we can get a better attack percentage. 1.7. Well, that makes a huge difference. 1 point. Come on. Come on. We're gonna replace. Okay. So again, on the Voyagers helmets, I focused a lot on HP and I did that wrong. We need to focus on attack, critical chance, critical damage. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Oh, this is attack percentage. Yes, we're gonna do this one. Level up, auto level. Oh. Okay, replace. That is attack percentage. That is definitely attack. Okay, that's the best one for him right there, is improving his attack. And this one right here. Initial charge. I do like the initial charge. I'm improving that. Let's see what my options are. HP. Base damage, no, don't need it. Defense and attack. You know, he already goes so fast. I'm not going to worry about initial charge. I'm going to level this one up. Okay. So obviously if I had better gear, I would put him in that gear. But I want to get the single damage bonus and the attack speed bonus. So those are definitely key areas. Okay, so that's the gear I got him in at a low level. Relics, I do have the Odysseus bow. Only leveled up to level 4, so I got that. It increases lightning damage holder by 4%. And then when a holder deals basic attack damage, has a 10% chance to deal an additional 80% lightning damage. Okay, so, and can't awake him yet. We'll be able to wake him in about a few days, and then that will gain his attack by 7.5% once he's awakened. So there we got it. Now, I'm going to throw in 2 different scenarios. I've gotten past stage 20, and I want to show you I'm going to first do stage 20. I was stuck at. I could not get past stage 20. Obviously you could tell I got past it finally, but looking at my heroes, so we're going against blue again. I don't have all the strongest heroes against certain things, so, and I really hate it. One of the things, the bottlenecks, is it really forces you to throw in certain heroes that you would not want to throw in. So Beethoven is at this level. Since I have Beethoven, I think most of you will. He's very key in this because his skill works against him. He does stun him. So that is important. Now, area striker, we're going against blue. So, being blue, I would put this guy in. But he's not always the strongest guy. I prefer using Thomas Edison. And in fact, I'm going to use Thomas Edison. And then for supporters, I don't have a lot. I got Queen Elizabeth.
Reign begins.
And then I got to focus on my single strike damage. All right, I totally screwed that up because I have to have a healer. That's what I hate about this thing. Silas, ambush is you have to put in 3 of them, so I only get 1 striker. So that's going to be Ronan, and now I have to put in the healer. Where's my healer? Where's Ashoka? There we go. Okay. There's the setup. That's the setup that I need to do. So I got Edison over here. He's a quick attacker. I got Beethoven, and because I have to have him in there, and he does stun and some damage. I got Ronan is a big guy who's doing most of the damage. I got a healer, and then I got Queen Elizabeth. See, look at these supporters. Let me look at this one. Reduces defense, increases attack of all allies. Now, versus Queen Elizabeth. Attack speed of all allies by 15%. Attack of all allies by 15%. Critical chance, critical damage. Well, they're both pretty good. They both increase everything, so. Okay, these battles are long, so I'm not going to make you sit through this whole battle. They last 4 minutes, and they really, especially with a healer, they really last the whole time. So we'll come back at the end, and we'll see how everything played out with no Odysseus in it. Voila. We're at the end of the battle, so we got 10 seconds left. And I got 1 person dead, Queen Elizabeth. And I still have 5 heads up there with only 6 seconds left. And so, you know, you're going to survive the battle. It's really about trying to kill them off before you run out of time. Now, let's look at the battle stats. So the damage there, Thomas Edison actually did more damage than Ronan. I think I would have done better with actually William Tell in there, and the reason why is William Tell would have focused on the back end and not necessarily the little minions that they summon on the dock there. So may have done better there, but either way, can't get past it. So we're going to try it again. We're going to try it with all the same heroes, except we're taking Ronan out. And now we're putting Odysseus in. And he's got his gear. He's got his bow. He's ready for battle. Now, again, this is going to take a while. These battles are long. They're not short. So we're going to magically appear at the end. Take a look at how I did. And take a look at the battle stats. Let's hope I win. Okay. I'm down to the last 30 seconds. And if you remember in the last video, I wasn't even close to here. So I got 1 head left. Hopefully I make it down to 20 seconds. Done. So Odysseus made the difference. Let's take a look at his battle stats. So his battle stats were 262. Remember, Ronan didn't even beat Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison did less damage at 174K. So Odysseus definitely makes the difference. No one died. Now, how far can Odysseus take to you? So I was able to get to stage 20 without Odysseus. That was my roadblock. Now can Odysseus get me past 2 levels? Let's take a look at this level right here. How good is he? So, again, I have to put in Beethoven. Where are you? Right there. I have to put in the healer. Don't mind that. I'll be putting it in anyways. Got the healer. So now I have to put in a shield. Now, the type of shield, again, it's all about damage and trying to get through the damage quick enough. So, what type of shield? I would say who does the most damage? I could put in Tut. But again, I don't know if he does more damage. So shield wise, this one. This is the shield I want. This is the one. You want to focus on damage. You'll survive with a healer. Unfortunately, he's only a level 30. Okay, and then we're gonna get Odysseus in there. And who's gonna do more damage? 12 seconds and 12 seconds. Single damage. And Boudica. Well, we gotta put Boudica in. It's green. It's green. Okay. This is the setup. Now I could put Menes in there. (119% air damage versus but it has to be shield. It has to be shield. So I have to go that. All right, here we go. We'll come back and we'll see how I did. Again, I won't force you to go through the torture of 4 minutes. But we'll see if we're able to finish this one also. Okay, well, I'm back. I didn't even make it to the end. And all my heroes died, even with a healer. And so, as you can tell, I got a lot of work to get past level 21. And so, throwing Odysseus in. Where's my mouse? Is not going to completely change. You're not going to completely breeze through a bunch of levels just because you have Odysseus in. So he's certainly going to help you. He's going to help you on like if you're stuck at a level, he can probably help you get past that level. Maybe help you get past the next level. I don't know at this level. I have just a horrible setup here. Probably this hero did not work out well, but I have to hold in the shield, and so this is where you're going to run into trouble with the limited amount of heroes that you have. So maybe I need to level up this guy. 405% single damage to the nearest enemy for a radius of 2 around himself. Yeah, I think I need that's the guy I need to level up. I need to level him up and throw him in instead of this guy, and I'll probably do a lot better. But there you got it. There's the video on Odysseus. Just for recap on a couple of tips. Focus on the attack. Focus on attack speed. Again, you got a healer there. Most likely you're going to survive to the end. So you want to do as much damage as much as possible, and you want to beat the clock. That's the main goal, is trying to beat the clock. And hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Definitely more videos coming out. Have a nice day.